So welcome to Gentle Yoga with Leo. I'm starting a reclined posture today. You don't have to choose the same reclined posture that I do. Just make yourself comfortable. And whatever reclined posture works for you. If you like to, close your eyes. Bring your attention to your breathing. As you settle into your comfortable stillness, your breathing will be getting deeper and slower. Without needing to direct it to do so, just allowing it to do so. Feeling your contact with the ground, with whatever is under you supporting you. Taking in your surroundings, just notice whatever you notice going on around you. And notice what's going on within you. Scan your body. It's okay too to scan your thoughts, notice your emotions. A friend here has a wonderful blanket statement she uses when starting a practice. She says, acknowledge all the circumstances of your practice. And as you scan your body, make mental note of anything that doesn't feel good, if there are any such things in your body right now. These mental notes can help you stay mindful during practice, remembering that you can modify or skip anything I'll be offering to suit where you're at. Let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sighing sound. Now, if you have your legs, as I do, with your feet together and knees apart, lift your knees towards each other. Let's all meet here with the soles of feet planted, heels close to your butt, knees sticking up. And if you had props here under your legs, as I did, let's move those out of the way. Back here. And take an energizing twist. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. Reach your arms to the sides with your palms facing up, allowing your shoulder blades to remain grounded. Let your legs fall to the left and turn your head to the right, and let your breath bring you out. It doesn't matter how far those legs go, just let them hang and go where they're going to go. So the overall dynamic of this twist is energizing. but we're starting to get into not just the spinal twist, but some opening of the outer hip on the right here. Paying some extra attention today to upper legs, hamstrings, hips. Slowly bring everything up to center. Cross your legs the opposite way. And when you're ready, start to twist the opposite way. Nice and slowly come back up to center. Uncross your legs. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock and roll on your back. Massage it against the ground. Inhale, reach your arms and legs all the way out, nice long, full body stretch. Exhale, curl up again, hug your knees. Continue just going with the pace of your breath. And then we'll sit up. You could hug your legs and rock front or tip onto one side and press your hands to the floor, letting your arms do all the work to sit you up. Sit in a way that's comfortable for you. I'm going to sit up on my blocks to allow my pelvis to tilt forward and my hips to open. Sitting on the front edge of my blocks. I think that's because yes, that feels good for me today. Let your arms hang loosely at your sides. Raise your right shoulder towards your ear. Slide it back. Let it down. And then your left shoulder up and back and down. Inhale, reach out to the sides. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself. Take a couple deep breaths. On an inhale, open up again. And as you exhale, cross those arms the opposite way for a couple more deep breaths. Inhale, open up. Exhale, let your arms down. Let them hang loose at your sides again. Let your chin come down towards your chest. Very slowly roll your right ear towards your shoulder. Let your head go back, look up towards the ceiling. On over towards the left shoulder. Back down through the middle. Continuing in slow, gentle circles. Or pausing to rock back and forth over any tight spots you find. Change direction. And when you finish the next circle, lift your chin and face forward. Reach out to the sides, resting your fingertips on the ground, staying long in your spine. Inhale, raise the right arm up alongside your ear. Exhale, reach to the left. Let your head go wherever your neck wants it to be. Breathe into your right side. Inhale, come upright. As you exhale, come into a twist with your left hand on your right leg, your right hand on the floor behind you. Inhale to lengthen up. As you exhale, invite your body to twist further, if there's room for it. Let your twist unwind. Then inhale, lift your left arm up alongside your head. As you exhale, reach to the right. Inhale, come upright. And as you exhale, come into the other twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, explore, maybe twisting some more. Like your twist unwind, come through center. Take your time to come up onto your hands and knees. Inhale, draw your heart forward, let your head and tailbone go up. Exhale, draw your heart up, let your head and tailbone come down. A couple more times. After your next exhale, come back to table. Reach your right foot back to press it against the mat. On an inhale, reach your left arm forward. On an inhale, raise that foot, reach it straight back. Everything parallel to the ground now, more or less. Bend your knee, reach your hand back, take hold, if you're able, of your foot or ankle. Kick against your hand, lift your chin, lift your knee. Release, lower down, take a few more breaths of cow pose and cat pose again. After your next exhale, come back to your table. Reach your left foot back, press the ball of your foot against the floor. On an inhale, reach your right arm forward. On an inhale, lift your left foot and reach straight back. Bend your knee, reach your hand back, see about exploring that bind. Release, lower down, and have a few more cow cat breaths. And let's step the right foot up between the hands. You can have blocks under your hands here. I'm going to do some rocking here. But first, we're going to deepen the stance a bit. So scoot your left knee and left foot back and scoot your right foot forward. So having blocks under the hands here, we want to stay long in the spine. Don't let your torso collapse down on your knee like that. So even if you have your blocks up tall like this, try to keep the spine long. And you can sink forward in your hips and glide back. First with that right foot planted. And then as we loosen things up, maybe go further. See how it feels for you. So maybe as you lengthen the right leg, let that foot rock under the heel and then slide your blocks back. Maybe sitting back towards your left heel. So the spine still stays long. And then rock back and forth as you like. Pause where you like. If it feels good to pause here at the front of the movement. or at the back of the movement, or maybe to pause at both ends of the movement. Maybe you don't care about pausing, it just feels nice to keep rocking back and forth. But just explore that in whatever way suits you. So it's a nice, like, gentle wringing out of the hips. And of course, we're stretching the legs as well. If it feels like too much pressure on that left knee, you can hold the edge of your mat to double the amount of mat between your knee and the ground, or you could put a blanket or a towel there. They actually make these little like foam rubber knee pad deals just for this, for yoga practice, or they make foam knee pads like for gardening and things, and you can use your gardening knee pad. No reason you can't use that for yoga. Use what you got. You could use a little throw pillow. So next time you rock forward, let's pause this, shorten the stance a bit so we can switch sides. So step the right knee down to the ground and step your left foot forward. And then let's deepen the stance. Scoot the right knee back and scoot that left foot forward. Stay long in the spine. See, I started to collapse from the torso and lean on my leg. And first, rock forward, dip the hips, and go back. Just explore it as you like. Maybe you've already gone past what I'm doing. Here, I'm feeling some tightness in the front of my right hip, so maybe I'm taking my time a little more than I did on the other side before I start to rock onto my heel. So when and if you like, you can rock back, rock onto the left heel, glide forward, whatever works for you. What feels beneficial to your body. And let the next time you rock forward be the last in that series of rocking movements. Let's shorten the stance. Now let's step the right foot up to the left to come to a forward fold. You could keep blocks under your hands if you like. So if you have a lot of tension or any discomfort in the lower back or upper legs, this can be helpful support to just lean on those blocks. If not, letting your arms dangle, hanging in the air, or fingertips dragging on the ground is nice. Sway back and forth as you like. Alternately, you might hold your elbows in your hands or interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. Let the weight of your arms give you some gentle neck traction. If your hands are doing something else, let them hang down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach out and up. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up. Reach your palms up. Look up with your hands. Lift your heart. Inhale to bring yourself upright. Exhale to bend to the left, feeling for length through both arms and moving that right heel down. Maybe it wants to lift. Inhale, come up. As you exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arm down. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, forward. Now here we're going to take a bind for lengthening the hamstrings. So bend your knees a lot, let your belly rest on your thighs. And then reach behind your legs and grab your elbows in your hands. Let your neck disengage, make sure your head's just hanging down. Just gradually start to lengthen your legs. I'm not going to try to straighten them. Most people don't. Just lengthening to whatever degree is okay. So this is a deep hamstring stretch. So just whatever degree is okay for you. We hang out here about half a minute, and half a minute can seem like a long time. This really does wonders for lengthening the hamstrings up. Bend your knees a lot, let your elbows go, let your hands hang. Nod your head a little bit, gently and slowly. And shake your head a little bit. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Let's step back to plank. On an exhale, slowly lower all the way down, elbows in towards your body as you're lowering down. Pressing into your hands, inhale, lift your head and chest. Listen to your lower back and only go as high as it's okay for your lower back. Exhale, rock back and up to downward facing dog. Do some pedaling. Further exploring, lengthening those legs. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Step back to plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way again. Inhale to bring your heart forward. Exhale to rock back and up. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend your knee. Stack the left hip above the right hip. Flex the left foot, make circles with your left knee, a couple times in each direction. Square your hips down, lower your foot. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the bottom. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Step back to plank. When you're ready, on an exhale, lower, halfway or all the way. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, raise your right foot. Bend your knee. Stack your hips. Flex your foot. Circle your knee. Square your hips down. Lower your leg. Bend your knees. Look forward. Step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your arms. I want to play with some balancing, which will also be extending leg, opening hip. But because it's balancing, if you want to step over by the wall or some piece of furniture, so it's there to reach a hand out to extend yourself, you're welcome to do so. Now, if you have a strap, you're welcome to use a strap for this. I didn't bring my strap out here, and I'm not going to spend a minute to go get it. But I'll talk about using the strap if you want to use the strap. So, to start out, you could have your right hand at your heart, or it could be on your wall or your furniture. Your left hand could also be at your heart, or if you have your strap, you could have both ends of the strap in your hand and step on the double part of the strap with your left foot. So the strap will be under your foot, both ends in this hand if you want to use the strap. So I'm just going to like pantomime using that strap. Shift the weight into your right leg without locking that knee. You're going to raise the left knee. So if you're using the strap, you can use the strap to lift the leg. If you're not using the strap, your hand might just be here. Now you can keep holding the strap right here like this. If you're not using the strap, you can grab anywhere. Front of your knee, behind your knee, chin, calf, ankle, foot. I like to grab my big toe like that. And then wherever you're grabbing on, if you want, you can reach your foot forward. So that could be like this with the strap. And if you want, you can open the leg out to the side again with the strap in your hand or a toe in your hand or whatever part you're grabbing. And then if this hand's not holding on to something steadying you, you could play with extending it out like that, away from the other hand. Keep breathing, whatever you're doing, start over whenever you need to. Back off if you need to. And when you have had enough and you're ready to come out, see how gradually you can come out. See if you can go through the same steps that you did to get here with the rewinding. All of that. And then shake that leg you were standing on, and anything else that needs some shake. I need some watering after that. It's already 30 degrees Celsius here. It's in the low 80s for the Fahrenheit, folks. Yeah, I'm still a Fahrenheit person. I don't quite have the conversion in my head for it. So when you're ready, you can have your hands here or one on support. You have the strap in the right hand and under the right foot, whatever works for you. Bring the weight to your left leg. As you're ready, raise your right knee. And whatever grip with your strap, your leg, your foot works for you. If you want, extend your leg. Now you can just keep your leg bent the whole time. I mean, My leg is still bent. You can open to the side if you want. When I say keep your leg bent, and you could just keep it like this. Just do what's right for you, and it doesn't have to be the same expression as it was on the other side. Right now, I don't feel like re-grabbing my toe and extending this leg. This feels good right here, so I'm just going to stick with this until I fall or change my mind. And if you're ready, when you're ready, see about rewinding gradually, slowly, finding strength, the slowness, and then shaping down. Sometimes a little massage isn't a word. It hit once and work it. Let's have a seat. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, fold down over your legs, letting your knees bend as much as needed. On the inhales, think of coming forward. On the exhales, think of lowering. Inhaling, walk your hands up the front of your legs and sit up. Bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together, bring your heels in close to your pelvis. And interlace your fingers, hold your toes between your hands, wriggle on your seat, shift the bones in your seat closer to the floor to tilt your pelvis forward and open your hips some more. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips with a long spine. Then let your head drop and your spine round and breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Leaving the soles of your feet together, slide your feet forward so there's a bigger space between your pelvis and your heels. And then you can reach over your ankles or under your ankles and walk your hands forward on the floor. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Breathe into your back or into any place where you feel tension. Inhaling, walk your hands back and sit up. Use your hands to lift your knees towards each other. Plant your hands behind you, lean against your hands. Wiggle your feet out wider than your shoulders, maybe to the edges of your mat. Let your knees go to the right, turn your head to the left. Come back through center, knees left and head right. Just whatever degree of movement your body wants here. Your knees don't have to come down to the ground like that. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Then bring your feet in closer, about hip distance apart. Come down onto your back with your heels close to your butt. If you like, place a block between your knees on the middle position for bridge pose. Pressing into your feet, inhale, raise your hips. For a deeper heart opener, if you want, clasp your hands, reach towards your heels, draw your shoulder blades towards each other. Neck staying relaxed, head resting on the floor. If you're taking this vibe, unclasp your hands, exhale, let your hips down, float up and down at the pace of your breath. Or pausing where you like for extra breaths at the bottom or the top of the movement, repeating the bind if you want. Just keep breathing, vary the movement however it suits you. Next time you lift up, pause with your hips raised, keep breathing. Place a prop at the base of your spine and settle down onto your prop. Let it do the work for a minute. Just letting your body soften down against that support. Pressing into your feet. Inhale, lift your hips. Take out the prop you've been resting on. Exhale, lower down. And let's just pause to reconnect with the ground. Move the props out of the way. Hug your knees to your chest and rock and roll to massage your back against the ground. Plant your left foot with your heel close to your butt and cross your right knee over your left knee. If that's not quite workable, cross your legs in a way that is. Maybe it's your calf over your knee or your ankle over your knee. Reach your arms to the sides, palms up. And we're going to take a supine twist. The closer your knees are to your torso, the deeper this will feel. So the gentlest way to do it would be keep this left foot planted as you let your legs go to the left and turn your head to the right. Or if you like, you can press into the ball of your foot and lift your heel. Maybe lift the whole foot. Maybe draw the knees in even closer than that. Whatever works for you. And of course, as you're twisting, you can move your knees further from your torso or closer as it suits you. Just let your breath bring you out. We're not looking for a particular depth of twist, and let the body find the twist it needs. My body needs to be further from the plant collection here so I can twist. Take your time, bring it all up to center. Let's cross the legs the opposite way. And when you're ready, you can start to twist the other way. Slowly come back to center. Uncross your legs. Reach your feet up. Reach your hands up to grab your legs or your feet and play with bending and straightening your arms and legs. Explore movement however you like. Very often we'll go from here to Shavasana, but let's add in something today here to connect with the upper legs, hips, hamstring stuff we did. So cross your ankles, take your big toes in your hands and start to lower your ankles towards your butt. And maybe you can feel your sacrum pressing against the floor and just see without straining anything how far down your ankles, your feet can go. So my feet came down and touched the floor. It's not always the case. It feels pretty neat pressing my sacrum against the floor like that. And if you want, you can tuck your knees, lift your feet, cross them the other way. Try it the other way. See if it feels different with your ankles crossed the other way. If it goes to a different degree or about the same. And whenever you have had enough with exploring that, make your way to your final resting pose. Take your time getting comfortable, closing your eyes if you want, tuning into your breath, or tuning out, just letting everything go. Start to give yourself some deeper breaths. And move around little by little as you like. Building up to bigger and bigger movements. Gently sit up when you're ready to do so. Bring your hands by your heart. Thank you for sharing practice today. The light within me sees and bows to that same light within each of you. Namaste.
Thank you.